You know, one of my favorite types of shows to watch are home improvement shows. Taylor and I, we both love watching these types of shows. There's all kinds of them on Hulu, which is kind of where we watch most of our TV. And we've been watching this one particular one recently called Good Bones. And it's this mother-daughter team, and they buy like the worst house in the neighborhood and fix it up and make it this amazing product. And you know, it's just fun to watch this transformation take place. But one of the things that this particular team of contractors and stuff are continually facing are really bad foundations. Like, this show takes place in the Midwest, Indiana or something, and like termites and like groundwater rot. Like some of these houses have such bad foundations that the wood has basically turned to mulch. On the show they call them floating houses because it's like, what is this house even sitting on? It reminds me of something that my college professor back when I was working on my undergraduate in theology used to say. He talked about how students from all kinds of backgrounds of Christianity would walk into college to get a degree in biblical studies or theology or whatever, and their faith would be resting on just like this really weak foundation. He used to talk about how like people's entire Christianity would sit on just the most ridiculous theologies and practices and ideas that don't even really come from the Bible. And he said that one of his goals in helping us to study the scriptures was to take us from these really kind of ridiculously wobbly foundations and place us on something more sturdy. And the thing that he recommended standing on, you guessed it, Jesus. As we face everything going on in our culture today, we can really begin to wonder, like, what am I standing on? Just like Jesus talked about at the end of the Sermon on the Mount, if you hear these words of mine and do them, you are like a wise man who built his house on stone, and the winds came and the waters came, and the house did not get destroyed. But then there was also the foolish person who built his house on sand, and the wind and the water came, and his house was utterly destroyed. It makes me wonder, in the midst of the wind and the floods of this period of time in our lives, where have we built our house? Have we built them on something sturdy, or have we built them on something that easily washes away? In my mind, the sturdiest possible foundation is the foundation of Jesus Christ himself. It reminds me of a passage in Psalms, Psalm 46, beginning in verse 1. It simply says this: God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth gives way, and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though the waters roar and foam, and the mountains quake with their surging. God is with us. And just a little bit later in verse 10, it simply says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in all the earth." Where is our foundation? Where is our stronghold? Do we trust in our finances? Do we trust in our job? Do we trust in our parents? Do we trust in our government? Do we, like, in times like this where it feels like the world is falling out beneath us and the mountains are falling into the midst of the sea, where is our foundation? Where are we standing? Where is our stronghold? Is it Jesus? If it's not, that might be something to consider. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and God bless.